One, there goes two. Right. I'm slowly losing my mind with Twitch. It's becoming more and more difficult to get the old stream manager. And the new one is literally fucking useless because it removes half of its features and has more filler. I am slowly losing my mind trying to deal with Twitch's bullshit. I mean that sincerely. Genuinely, they make everything so unnecessarily inconvenient. If you're gonna start streaming, just start on YouTube. Less people will show up, but at least you don't have to deal with Twitch's bullshit. But anyway, hi chat. Welcome to the world of pain. Also known as me trying to progress. Apparently, I have the vampire. This thing is unplayable. I love this plane. It's so much fun to fly it, but it's unviable in actual rounds. And I want to show you why. Because the thing is, it's not bad. But look at the speed. Right, look at how fast it's going. Like, how fast it's accelerating. Cool, right? Now let me show you what lower BR jets can go like. Or what BR jets seem to accelerate like. So let's get the one I'm researching now. Right, actually, no. Let's start with the Meteor first. Test fly the Meteor and have a look at its acceleration. By the way, 0.7 of a BR lower. Huh. That looks slightly faster. Isn't that interesting? We're already going faster than we were last time. Right. Now, let me show you what what most BR jets compared to it go like. Because this is not okay. This is 0.3 of a BR higher, but it's not the biggest of differences. And then we compare how fast this accelerates. And it might look similar, but it isn't. Because you see, we're already past 400. We're approaching 500. Hi. Yeah, air sucks. Or not air sucks. Don't get the vampire. If you're playing any tech tree that gets the vampire, don't. It's at the wrong fucking BR. It should be 7.3, maybe 7.0. I don't know what this thing is doing at 8.0. It's just sad. This one kind of belongs where it is because it's much faster, but this thing's sad. Don't play it. Today, though, we're researching this, and we're using this. This goober. But no, hi, how's it going, Limdy? You been doing okay? I hope so. Y'all see any, actually, because you guys were there longer, what's the coolest costume you guys saw at the anime convention? Because there were some solid ones. Like, definitely some really good ones. Alright, we wait for 20 seconds. God, the issue I have with air is there's so much waiting. Genuinely, most of the time is spent waiting. But then when this is over, we can start takeoff. Oh no, I have to wibble wooble. Right, chat, we're stuck, so we have to do these wibble woobles. Hear that scraping sound? It's not actually scraping, it just got clipped on the lights. Hi, Cedric. There we go, and now we're not stuck. Gaijin, because development is apparently so fucking difficult. I don't know how you fuck that up. Takeoff should be as easy as turn up engine power, pitch up a bit and go, but no. Gaijin made it difficult. Because you can get stuck on the light bulb. What happened? His propeller's dead. Are my expectations too high for what an average player should be able to do? Like the jet. Ooh, weesh. Oi. Nah. That was scary. So I might be able to join for War Thunder again finally. Still in France, but with less people. Hell yeah. Can't wait. Hopefully you get your jets soon. And again, do not get the Vampire. It is horrible for its BR. It's a great plane, but the BR ruins it. Plus the fact everyone knows it's a turn fighting menace. How do the... Okay. Question. How do the casings maneuver from up... You know what? I'll accept that. Why? Of all places, why Aachen? That's so clearly a name that's a weird clusterfuck of France, the Netherlands, and Germany, and I think we can tell why. Oh, cool, that guy's propeller keeps breaking. But yeah, no, out of our team, 3 players literally can't leave the runway. So that's cool. His propeller pitch is too high. I mean, I'm not judging. It is a nice place. I will say, I can't wait for the Swift. Genuinely, getting a jet that feels like a jet is going to be nice. Also, Aiden cannons. No more 20mm Hispanos like this bullshit where you get 4 of them and they have a lower fire rate. Nah, Aidens. Aidens have a much higher fire rate, meaning you can draw a line. Why would I go all the way up to Aachen? Do you know how fucking long that would take? It's further from where I live to Aachen than from where you live to Aachen. No. It's not really saying much. Germany's pretty big. Okay, and... Look at this goofy goober trying to get me. Playing against America at this BR really sucks because they're just faster. Like, that's the problem. It's not even a small speed difference. It is huge. I cannot catch him. And this is my faster jet. I've tried catching those in a Vampire. That Spitfire would have had a better chance of catching him. The fact that isn't even irony sucks. Oil leak, of course. Why did it not? There we go. I want to look around without fucking yoinking the plane. Oh, that went high. Okay. God damn it. Move, plane. He's missing a wing. How could we not catch him? Oh, I hit him? Oh, shit. A2D is not turning hard enough for this. F2 is definitely going to try and head on, though. F3D is trying to get me. Oh, my God. Okay. There's an F2H over here. Oh my God! Really? Half the enemy team. Isn't playing against America fun? I just want to point that out. Playing against America sucks because they just get better planes. At this VR, at least. Actually, in general, America gets the best planes in the game alongside Russia. Mainly because most of the players there are brain dead, but that's besides the fucking point. What am I meant to do when there's 6 people on me and I have no teammates? I am not fucking Tom Cruise, fucking Maverick bullshit. I am but a man. And I cannot, in fact, shoot behind me because that's not how fucking planes work. I don't have a tail gutter before anyone fucking says that technically it's possible. Nah. Nuh-uh. Just why can't I have normal teammates? Who, you know. I guess normal teammates are the stupid ones. But yeah, no. Oh, thank fuck, I get to play the game this time. I'm with America at this BR. Okay, so they're fucked. Genuinely, I wish you could start boosters after a round starts, because if I saw the US, I'd immediately be like, okay, booster time. Also, I still wish that all autocannons were staggered fire. And not all at the same time. So I could have basically 4 times the fire rate while spending the same amount of bullets. Because I don't want to shoot 4 bullets at a time. That's fucking stupid. Up she goes. I am still wondering how much better the Swift is going to feel. Because, like, faster, so I could actually chase stuff. Better guns. And technically a radar. Not really, but technically speaking it has one, so it is kind of funny. For context to anyone who doesn't know, the radar only sees directly in front of the plane up to 1 kilometer away. Which, isn't particularly helpful, shockingly. I'm not massively benefited by knowing what's 1 kilometer ahead of me, because, I mean, that's a plane that's 1 kilometer away, and I can very clearly... Actually, 4 kilometers away. Where's 1 kilometer? That's 1 kilometer away. I can very clearly see him. Even at this zoom level, I can see him. So I don't think it's going to be too helpful, but it will be funny to say I have a radar. The question is, why even implement it at that point? Like, my genuine question is, why... in a game that actively avoids adding features to vehicles to avoid making them overpowered, even if the feature is completely useless, why add a 1 kilometer radar that's literally fucking pointless? It does nothing. It's just kind of there so you can say it's there. So I could technically say, well, the lowest BR British plane with a radar is the Swift F3. Which it isn't. I actually have a fact for you guys. The lowest BR is the Sea Venom at 7.7. Technically it's higher, or it's lower down the tree, but... so you would take longer to get it, but it is a lower BR and still gets a fucking radar. And it's an 8 kilometer range, which means it's actually useful. And it scans an area. I don't know why the fucking Swift F3 has that thing. It's stupid. And dumb. And brain dead. Okay. Nothing over there that scares me too much. The Horton is kind of annoying because that boy turn. But so do we. We're also not particularly fast when we turn. I mean, look at that wing area. She pitch. Huh? What? Below? Above? Where? Oh, above. Okay. I was wondering where the fuck he was, because I saw him on the map. Horton. Head on. Come on. Come on, don't be a bitch. Fight me. Fight me. Yeah, you see that turn circle? That's not possible. We don't ever actually have proof that the jet version of this thing flew. Well, have fun with that. Should have fought me. You would have had a chance at least. Oh, cool! The rest of the enemy team showed up. Where is everyone on mine? took you a while there, honey. But yeah, no, why does the enemy team always show up, but mine doesn't? Where was anyone for me? Where was my backup? I'm not exactly fast. I wasn't flying super low altitude to go fast. Where was my team? Why am I not allowed teammates? Help. What vehicle was that in the middle? Okay, hold on. I just want to check. Are there new vehicles that I don't know about? Okay, let's see. Do they still have the new vehicle tags on them? No. Okay, so stuff like the Badger is deemed normal vehicles now. I was eating stinky. Well, then maybe you should stop eating stinky stuff and then you'd stop being stinky. No, it's too late to add the comma. You already said you were eating stinky. Uh-huh. Is it cannibalism to eat yourself? Is it? No, that's a no, because the thing is, right, technically. Okay, the question is, since that happens anyway, isn't everyone in a way a cannibal? Like, I don't mean like eating your arm or your fingers, but like chunks. It's still human meat. Yeah, but the thing is, like, let's say dead skin on the inside of your mouth that you happen to swallow technically counts as you eating it. That's cannibalism, then, right? Because technically you are still eating parts of yourself. Hence, cannibalism is kind of a moot point since everything is cannibalism. Just existing is cannibalism. Breathing in dead skin. So what, wait, hold on, are you implying for it to be cannibalism they have to be alive? I don't think... You're seeing the moral implications issue, right? Like a what? No, I didn't say no to it. That's yeah. But like, that leads to so many other issues that are like, well, technically if you eat one of your own hairs or accidentally eat a hair, then that's also cannibalism. Never mind all the 5 million other things that fall off of people that you might accidentally eat because it landed on something. So technically everyone is a cannibal from birth. Do you really want to go all the way to... Do you know how far away it is? It would take ages. Oh my god, I hate trying to get this balanced. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Just 5 hours on the German train network. We'd also have to plan somewhere to stay unless you want to spend 10 hours in total. In travel in the same day. We'll see. Oh god. Nee. No. I'm against America. Genuinely, that decides whether a round can or cannot be fun. You could have just said train station. Why gotta be extra? Why you gotta go Bahnhof? You could have just said train station. Look at Mr. Fancy over here. Being technically correct. It's funny, uh-huh. By the way, the audacity of you to correct me on a typo and I let a lot of yours slide. The audacity of you. Damn. Also, yeah, only one F. Oh, that's an F-86 Sabre. Well, I might as well go fuck myself. Oh, he's dead already, okay. That J-29 is dead, that F-86 is alive. And very much running away. What? Okay. Sorry, I'm confused. What? What do you mean yourself, huh? Why sad? I'm confused. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you poor fucker. Unless you win this head on, you're screwed. Yeah, no, I'm not that dumb, vampire. Apparently you are. You're a turn-fighting god. Why would you even try that? Where is he going? That's so important. That's like the one thing. He should always be turning after a fight. How is that thing faster than me? Don't ask if I could break a $100 bill for a $9 purchase. Why? No. No, that's a them issue. Oh wait, hold on. No, you were at work. Oh, that's annoying as hell. Best you can do is there a 50? Does the US have a 50? What? Okay, what separations of currency does the US have? Because I know you guys have weird shit. Like, I know a 20 exists. Does a 50? If not, then your option really is just like 4 20s, a 10, and a 1. Which is just stupid. Wait, it's 7. Oh, wait, there were 3 ones. Okay, so you just have to go with 20s. That is really annoying. Also, dude, really? This F2H is just gonna run away the whole time. Nah, cutting off the circle. Why would you even make them? Right, chat. Our goal is to cut him off when he tries to loop it. And now wait for him to turn the other way. I hate when people do this shit, though. Does he really think this is gonna help him? I mean, I guess. Okay, 200s are pointless. Okay. I draw a problem with stuff like 200s, because they're also just inconvenient. When are you ever gonna pay in a 200 for anything? I feel like there's a lot of bills that just really don't need to exist. What is this guy's fucking plan? Genuinely, how long does he plan on running? We just agree, right? If you do this in Air RB, you are a bitch. Why? We're reeling him in real slowly. Oh, god damn it, I'm running low on fuel at this point. Genuinely, this guy is so annoying. Don't do this if you're in air. You're just being a bitch. You're not helping your teammate, you're not helping anyone. You're just stretching out how long the game's gonna take. Why? I wish I had missiles, because most missiles... Oh. Oh, he's turning. Melee? What? How is he... I apparently pulled... I didn't contribute at all to that. Okay. Let's ignore the miracle that was me slamming into him and only sustaining this level of damage. I lived. Somehow. How? I melee attack him and it gives that guy the kill. How did he hit him? Like, genuine question, did he somehow hit that guy? Because I didn't see him ever hit that target. Looks like to me, I fucking got into fisticuffs. Mano a mano. Plane versus plane. And it gave the fucking random dude who was chasing him as well the kill. Did not think the F2 would try and turn into me, though. That was a bit surprising. But, you know, this is definitely an esports ready game. Definitely. I see no issues. Let's ignore the takeoff last round, where I got stuck. And the fact that I literally just slammed into another plane and sustained almost 0 damage. Except somehow an oil leak? The specific type of damage is what's confusing me. How in the hell was an oil leak one of the results of that? Must have hit like there. That looks like it was shot. So are you telling me that since he shot right before he died, that is what would have killed me? The bullets, not the impact. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, cool, an F-84. Sick. Alright, bullets. Acquired. Cool. God, it's just so much waiting. I feel like higher BRs stuff actually happens more. At this BR, there's just so much waiting for stuff. Like, now we're back in the air, now I have to take off again, then get into the fight again, or get into range of the fight. And then we can actually do the cool stuff. AirRB can be a much longer or a shorter mode than ground. It's just much more inconsistent. Which kinda sucks. I hope that getting faster jets makes that less of a pain in the ass. Or at least jets that are more capable. Because this thing... it at least flies like an early jet. The Vampire flies like a prop. This flies like an early jet. But I want a jet that just flies like a jet. You get what I mean. Like where the limiting factor on your ability to turn is less so your sustained turn rate and more your ability to yank it. Which a lot of planes are decently good at. No bombers. But they do have a very dangerous fighter and, I don't know what that is. That guy has 5 kills. Dude's popping the fuck off. Right, I'm gonna go play some Warframe again. See you later, honey. Bye. Bye. Try and not get too mad at the game. Right. This part's gonna be real boring as we try and find enemy aircraft. They're obviously gonna be hiding, so we now have to just look for them. You know what, chat? We're gonna do a sneaky, okay? Turn the engine power down. We're gonna go low altitude, low and fast. Right? We're gonna get over to their runway. And since I get bullied by people doing this all the fucking time, I land at one of the runways and then get shot while on the ground. Oh, F-86. That's how he's done it. He's an up tier. That thing is 8 point something, and no one else here is. No wonder he's been kicking ass. Yeah, no, that thing is a bitch. Is there even another F-86 on our team? Because somebody said it. No, there's only F-84s. Why did someone say F-86? People are weird. Right, let's get him. Because that guy is our biggest threat right now. He's faster, he turns well. He's basically like the Swift. Okay, let's hope... Oh. Well, okay. Cool. Now we just... Oh, F9F. Can I do something this round, please? All I did was apparently nothing. Get over here. Why does everything have to be so much faster? Are you kidding me? Oh, something pooped. Something poofed on him. Not a good time. Got him. Melee combatant today. I swapped to Barbarian for this round of RRB. What the hell has been happening? How am I getting away with this? It's twice that I meleeed a plane after shooting at them. I didn't hit the first one, but the fact that I lived twice after mid-air collisions is bullshit. How the... What the... I'm not complaining, I'm just confused. But you know, we're waiting for this boy? This boy should be slightly slower, but whatever. I still find this jump of speed 964. 2,200. This thing should be actually kind of fun, though. As are the Hunters. This is according to Frost. These are apparently really good. And I hope he's right. Because I want a plane that flies well for once. Although the 33-second turn time seems bad. This one is a 27-second, which seems better, but it's at a higher BR. And at that point, I could be taking a Harrier. With 2 AIM-9Gs. Hold on, let's see him. Let's see the AIM-9G. There we go. 2 AIM-9Gs. And we have the 30 mils. So this thing seems just a more fun option. Plus I just like Harriers, although that is one of the ugliest Harrier variants. Like this one looks better. Because they made the whole nose have that pointiness shape. And it doesn't look that bad. But I'm sorry. Who let this motherfucker cook to make that? Why is it so pointy? There isn't even anything in there. This one doesn't have radar. Why is the nose so pointy? Why not just keep the Harrier GR1's nose, which is, by the way, absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful looking plane. The Harrier GR1 is the best looking version. By far. Which I think is why I like this one, the Harrier FRS-1. Gets the same nose? Slightly pointier. But it gets a radar, so that explains it. I have no issues with this thing. Boop. We just have to hope that this thing is worth it. We might be able to get it this stream if I get some okay rounds. And by okay, I don't even mean amazing, I just mean rounds that I can say, you know what, I got a kill. Yeah, that's how fucking rough it's been recently. I am happy about a 1 kill round. It's bad. Also, it's gotten warm again. I had a couple of days of it being nice and cold. And it's fucking warm again. And the thing is, the way my fans are set up now, I actually can't really have a fan blowing on me while streaming. Because the fan that would normally be doing that is at a different angle. So you know what? Fan noise in the background be damned. I have my fan on max power and it's still not particularly strong. Hi YouTube chatter, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. You ever suffer in ARB too? Because if so, I don't know where I'm going with that. That sounds like a shitty YouTube intro. But no, welcome to the shit that is ARB. It's good. Okay. How do I explain? The early jets are a pain in the ass if you're not playing America. Because theirs are faster. Thank fuck I'm on the same team as them. I don't have to deal with them this time. Yes. Is there an F-86 that I don't have to deal with? Sadly, no. No F-86s this time. That thing accelerates fast. Jesus. Yeah. Early jets, if you're not America, suck. I mean, I'm playing Britain, so you can guess how I've been doing. Not particularly well. Hopefully the Swift will do a bit better, but yeah, everything we get is too fucking slow. Like, sure, everyone else has some other issues, but for Britain, it's just straight up flat out top speed. We don't keep up with anything. Also, we have to use Spitfires up to BR 6.7, but let's ignore that. I genuinely, in the past, however, maybe 100 hours of ARB, haven't been able to keep up with a single thing. I may be in top tier in UK and Japan. Okay, the Eurofighter is, from what I've seen, really good. Britain gets the best Eurofighter as far as I'm aware. The Harriers, which are my personal favorite planes ever made, I don't know how they are in War Thunder, like the actual in-game, or how they are actually in routes, but I do love Harriers personally, and Viffing and so on. Viffing is, I don't know what it stands for. Vertical in-flight vectoring. I don't know, but it lets you like turn really hard. It's cool. Twitch chat says hi, YouTube chat. But yeah, there's a lot of really good planes. Sadly, I'm not at the BR where they are. So I'm currently stuck with the garbage. YouTube chat says hi back. I'm just a fucking intermediary. I'm just the interpreter. Right. Problem is, if we climb, we have to deal with the better jets. If we don't climb, we still have to deal with the better jets. And climbing doesn't actually win us the energy battle, you'd be shocked. Because we don't climb that high, so we're still gonna be lower. All we're doing there is that we're at a lower speed for engines, so they'd spool up worse. So this is about where we stop climbing. Maybe a little higher, just so we're above the clouds. But you know, we just watch through the clouds for whatever's been seen and hopefully kill them. What is my favorite jet? Ever or in-game? In-game so far, out of the ones I've been able to fly in a round, the Meteor, but it's like one of two, and the Vampire's at the wrong BR, so. If you mean ever, it's the Harrier. By far the Harrier. Not even close. I grew up in the UK, and we grew up hearing a lot about the Falklands War, which, look, I know the American plane fanboys and the Russian plane fanboys are going to be like, yeah, well, best kill record is the F-15 or the Su-27 until Ukraine had... Nah. I don't know which one it's Russia says. If we're talking best kill record ever, it's the Sea Harriers during the Falklands War with 27-0. Because the thing is, the F-15's record was including cargo planes, random helicopters, everything. That 27-0 for the Harrier is mostly against Mirages and one cargo plane. That is a much more impressive record if you consider it was actually fighting almost equal aircraft. In-game, if we're talking about jets I might not have flown, but I think would be very cool. Still the Harriers, but also the Eurofighter. I love me a Delta Wing. Delta Wing's cool. Canards make them cooler. Just gotta flash the air brakes long enough. How is he catching me? I'm going literally almost overspeeding the airframe. I know he's behind me, but we gotta try. I have to stay on him, otherwise he's gonna get away. The F-84 is so about to shoot me. I thought we were about to clip there. Ignore my terrible aim. I am mainly a ground player. God, I can't fucking hit this guy. He's maneuvering. He's not too stupid. Woo! Tree. Right, sorry for not being able to read chat too actively, but we're chasing this. Really? At that range? I forgot about the airfield things. I love the Japanese F-15, but its rockets are a piece of shit. Fair enough. You mean missiles, or do you mean the actual, like, dumb fire rockets? Or do you mean, like, the rocket-assisted takeoff things? I can't blame you, though. F-15s do be cool. I just kind of believe that their reputation as the greatest fighter aircraft ever made is slightly overblown. They're good. They're not the best. To be fair, I don't think there really is a best fighter aircraft ever made. It's not the Tornado, because there are many issues with the Tornado, and the reasons for this plane's existence really confuse me if you look into the history of it. You have the Typhoon, which is actually very fucking cool. Massive joint project, went wildly over budget, but resulted in by far one of the best aircraft ever made. You have, what else? The F-14, which is an incredibly good plane, which got replaced by the F-18, which in many ways is worse. War Thunder puts it higher because it has more modern avionics and so on, but as an airframe, the F-18 is actually in many ways worse than the already existing F-14. The F-16 is cool. Germany gets the Eurofighter and the MiGs. Yeah. The Russians have other issues, mainly... How do I explain it? Altitude? I know Russian tanks struggle with altitude, which left India without any tanks during a skirmish with China, which was very fun. You're grinding for the A-10? Oh god. My favorite vehicles in the game are British light tanks. Please, no. We don't need more A-10s. My poor scimitar. No. I need to finish up this part, though. I almost have the full tech tree. I'm missing the Badger, which is new. These two... Actually, these anti-airs are all basically new. This thing, which I just never got around to getting, and a bunch of the Challenger line. I have the Black Knight, though. I'm just missing the Challenger 2E. There's a lot of cool stuff there. Again, I'm hoping this makes getting all of this less of a bitch. I'm praying, otherwise I'm screwed. Because my goal is get the Swift, finish up the Venom, and then get the Hunter. And hope this Hunter is good. It apparently has a slow turn time, but I'm gonna hope that's a lie, because if it isn't, then that's gonna really hurt. At least it's faster. That's all I can be happy about. The Venom also looks like fun. You might say, the Vampire sucked, why would you like the Venom? I've tested the Venom. It's okay on speed. It's a lot faster than a Vampire. And it accelerates much faster, and it has a bit more fuel. I thought there were smaller differences. No, these planes fly differently. Also, the Venom turns tighter somehow, which... I don't understand how you make a plane faster and heavier, and yet make it turn better. If someone could explain to me how that works, I would love to know. I have the pay-to-win A10. Gun is good, but it's slow as a snail. Okay. I hate to be the bearer of news. It is an A10. That's exactly how I describe it. Big gun, bad at everything else. That's the exact way I would describe an A10, is good gun, everything else bad. Like, it's got better low speed maneuverability than a lot of fighters, if you ignore thrust vectoring. Which, if you ignore thrust vectoring, that kind of defeats the point, but, you know, whatever. An A10 wins a sustained turn fight at very low speeds against a lot of fighters, so that's interesting because of its large wings and the better wing sweep angle for low speeds. Other than that, it really is just big gun on a plane, and that's it. I still can't wait to get rid of these ones. These are 40mm Hispanos, the same guns on every Spitfire from 4.0 till now. I just see the Meteor as an overgrown Spitfire. It flies very similarly. Except the roll being slower, it genuinely flies like a Spitfire. If you hid the aircraft model, I would be convinced it's just a jet engine-powered Spit. I am actually wondering what is the most interesting plane in the game. I don't mean good. I don't mean, like, powerful. I mean, what one is the weirdest if you look at what it actually is? Because I think some of the twin props, not two engines, propeller in the front, propeller on the back, those are weird. Like the push-pull configuration ones are what some of the weirder ones. Or just the push configuration propellers are strange. There's the American prototype one, which is cursed as hell. Actually, speaking of prototypes, one day they're going to start adding prototype aircraft for the US, like the YF prototypes. Like the forward swept wings one. Russia would probably get theirs too. I don't know how that's going to be. Hi, APOC, how's it going? You doing good? We're grinding a bit of air, because I hate myself. That's the only reason I would ever do this. Really? You fucking kidding me right now? Why? Wait, he got shot down? When? How? Was he just heavy damaged all the way over there? That has to be it, but like... He flew smoothly enough, I couldn't tell. It's your birthday in 2 days. Welcome to the world of not being a toddler. Good for you, APOG. The child is no longer going to be as stupid. I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber, APOG, no. I'm okay with a not. Let's get that A29 before he gets our Horton. What is his plan? Cool, you've lost all your speed. What now? Wait, oh, I thought I got him. Don't bait me like that. I still have to pay €50 for my birthday. Why are you paying for your birthday? What? I hate the F-16 because it's good, but its armory is fucked. Okay. I could understand why the F-16 is the way it is, though. The F-16 is purposefully not as good as a lot of the other options. It's not meant to be as good as an F-15. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's made to be a cheaper send something option rather than a, oh fuck, we need something good. Like, if you don't know what to send, you send an F-16 because it can handle most problems on its own. It's not really an air superiority fighter, it's just the most basic fighter you can make. Its secondary weapons reflect that, but also its turn rate is why it gets worse missiles in most cases. Because, you know, you can just out-turn everything. So if you do get up close, you're winning that by a mile. Nothing has the sustained turn rate. Except, I know that this exists, and this has a much better turn rate, but it's still an F-16 just upgraded. My birthday gift was over budget because I picked out gloves I don't want to pay for. Oh, really? Damn. She really wants you to get some serious road rash injury. I will say, good thing you got a good helmet, by the way. I hope you got a good helmet. Because if you didn't, you'd be risking a floating face fracture. Do not Google that. When I say don't Google that, I mean if you Google that, that is at your own discretion and it is your fault that you decided you want to see that. They are very unfun. I only recently learned what that means. Dress for the slide, not the ride. Exactly. Yeah, no, unless you want to see something you will not get out of your brain forever, don't Google a floating face fracture. I will say, it's interesting how leather is the perfect material. People have tested other things like synthetics and so on, but the synthetics melt, and the thing about leather is the way the layers in leather are, and how combined they are, you cannot design a better material than leather for motorcycle gear or motorbike gear. It's just not possible. It is the perfect material. Even fake leather and so on, it's just not the same. The human crayon video? Nah, I'm okay. But no, recently I have discovered two types of injury specifically that are much, that I really never want to have to see. Those being, I already knew about deglovings. Degloving is very unfun, but yeah, that floating face fracture thing, I saw one. I genuinely think I almost threw up, because that is fucking gross. There are very few things as unfun. Yeah, degloving is, we will not discuss what degloving is for those who do not know. Just know it's... You don't want to see one. If you do see one, you will not forget. Oh my god, but does he have rocket boosters? How'd he start so fast? Fucking hell. Shit. Genuinely, just if you press this and you see America on the other side, give up. Just wait. You're not playing this round. You're waiting for this round to be over. Still need pants so I don't up like in the human crayon video. Yeah. Yeah. Probably not. I can take a guess at what that video is about. Hence, I don't want to see. Is it me or is the smoke changing? What? I'm sorry, is that gradient smoke? Or is that just the light? It has to be the lighting. I love three planes, the Eurofighter, the Tornado, and the B-29 because that was a nuke. Ah, so you like yourself some European aircraft. Hell yeah. I will say, as much as the Tornado has problems, its entire development was a fucking mess. That was wildly over budget and no one wanted to buy it, but they were on contract so they had to. It is a beautiful plane. I love the look of the Tornado, and it is, in my eyes, the most beautiful looking swept wing design, on par with the F-14. Maybe not better, because the F-14, that plane is a design icon for a reason. But the Tornado is my favorite looking swept wing aircraft that is not that. Yeah, I assumed as much, APOG. The Eurofighter is a beaut, though. Although, okay, I hate to say it. I genuinely hate to say this. Purely aesthetically speaking, not how good the plane is, not anything. Purely aesthetically, if I didn't know which plane is which, the Rafale, I think, looks better than the Eurofighter. It's just got a more flowing and smooth shape. I love the Eurofighter personally, because I love the plane, I love what it stands for. But the Rafale does look really pretty. If I just had to sit there and look at one of them, I'd probably pick the Eurofighter, but if I didn't know about planes, I'd pick the Rafale. The F-111, goated plane. So much disrespect thrown on its name because people said it was bad, but it was a fucking masterpiece at its job. Best close air supporter the US has made in decades. Easily outperformed the A-10. Not really a massive statement, but you get my point. Mainly because it could carry smart munitions. It had a radar. It was faster. More maneuverable in most situations. Could actually identify targets. It was just better than the A-10 at the A-10's one job. Which I find real interesting. Aw, you afterburning little bitch. Get over here. Get over here! It's running away. I hate when people do that. Just fight me, damn it. If I wanted to play Watch People Run Away for 5 Hours Simulator, there's a much better thing. There's each way to help pick me out of Helm, and then we proceed to listen to the salesperson for 10 minutes. Yeah, I'd hope you got a good one then. If it took that long to explain it. How did we not lose control for that long? I had to guarantee I had a crit there. But I tried on 15 different helmets. Good. So the child may live. Genuinely though, make sure that you get good equipment for in case you get a slide. Because the big danger again of motorbike crashes is less the sudden stop and the slide. It's the road rash. You don't want to have an EMT having to pick out gravel out of your skin for 5 hours. Trust me, that's going to hurt. As somebody who's definitely gotten their fair share of road rash just from an electric longboard, not very fun, trust me. Shit hurts. Ow! Okay, thanks, teammate. Teammates are the worst. I hate the M1 Abrams. It's good, but not my favorite. Fair enough. The Abrams is boring. It is the vanilla pudding of tanks. It is just the most uninteresting pile of bullshit. And I mean that. It's so boring. My personal favorite, besides the fact I lived in the UK, is the Challenger, because it's the only tank not built with the goal of killing other tanks. It was designed for infantry support, which is good. That's what tanks are meant to do. For some reason, people don't think that. What the most important part of a tank is how it kills other tanks. Nah. Shut it, heretic. Tanks were made to shoot people in ways where people couldn't respond. They have cannons to deal with other tanks when they have to, but that's not the main goal. Their main goal is to make everything else blow up. That's why Hesh is a good round, even though games don't really show it being that. But trust me, when you want to shoot a fortification, ain't nothing doing a better job than Hesh. I get the feeling you're the type of person who may like a Leopard, though. Leopards are also respectable, very pretty tanks. If it comes to tank-on-tank combat, nothing is really better than a Leopard. When properly crewed, obviously. Shit crew can make any tank bad. I'm gonna wait for him to pass before I use the guns for brakes. But yeah, no, trust me, picking gravel out of Road Rash is a very unfun thing where you have to be stuck there with somebody with tweezers, or yourself with tweezers, and just slowly pick it out, and every single one hurts. But the worst part isn't picking out the gravel, it's disinfecting it afterwards. Ooh, that entire part of your arm feels like it's melting. And honestly, you wish it would, because then it wouldn't hurt anymore. It's bad. Even simpler put, just be careful. Simple as that. Right, let's have a look here. We have a strike aircraft. That was an AI. We have a bomber. He's kind of getting bullied already. Perfect. What else do we have over here? Strike aircraft? AI. Where is... There's 5 enemies. Where are they? No shit, spraying alcohol into your fucking arm hurts. Yeah. But the thing I'm pointing out isn't that spraying disinfectant alcohol onto your arm hurts. The amount of raw skin that gets exposed there makes it hurt a lot. Like your entire arm lights on fire. Genuinely, the best description I have is it feels like how I imagine a whole arm 3rd degree burn would feel. Let's have a look. Where is he? He is... Where the fuck did he go? Somewhere over there. I know he's over there. Can't see him, but I know it. Yeah, you do. Where did you hear that? APOC, where did you hear that you don't feel 3rd degree burns? You absolutely fucking feel 3rd degree burns. I don't know where you heard that. I know that you'd think, oh, it damages the nerve endings too fast. No, a damaged nerve ending doesn't go numb. It just sends out constant pain. You absolutely feel a 3rd degree burn. I've had a 2nd degree burn. I can tell you that should definitely hurt. You'd have to already have, like, oh god, it shows up in an episode of House. SEPA. You'd have to have SEPA to not feel a 3rd degree burn. SEPA, for context, is a condition that causes you to be unable to feel pain. It also causes a lot of other issues, not very fun. People think, oh, no pain means it's not that, like, it sounds like a good thing. No. It means you accidentally hurt yourself constantly because you don't know it. Yeah, no, there are huge amounts of issues. People seem to go, oh yeah, but no pain. No pain is a horrible life to live. Yeah, you don't know when you have to pee, you don't sweat either, because your body doesn't realize it's overheating, so you will have heat stroke very often. Babies with SEPA will bite themselves and chew on their lips because they don't know that hurts. There are a lot of lessons you can't learn, and your body doesn't get the chance to learn because you aren't being told by pain that it hurts. If, like, the most dangerous thing for someone with SEPA is something like maybe a heart attack, or maybe something like appendicitis. They will not know it's happening because they can't fucking feel it. There's a lot of really interesting consequences. And I say interesting because if you look at it purely out of a research-based direction, it's interesting how many things we assume are base instincts of people that only exist because we can feel pain. Very beautiful sunset. Wish we didn't have to chase this guy that far. Methanol fires. Yeah, I have a pretty bad fear of working with methanol for that reason. If it lights on fire, it is invisible, and it is incredibly sticky. Meaning no one knows you're on fire, and you're on fire. And anything you touch is also on fire. It's not a very fun thing to deal with. Methanol is a horrible chemical. Genuinely one of the worst things you will ever have to interact with. It's also fun, highly toxic. Yeah, so not only is methanol burn invisibly, it's also highly toxic. It's not just the evil twin, it is straight up the fucking mastermind villain. It has every quality a chemical can have to make it horrible to work with. Again, poisonous, highly flammable. The vapors burn really well. They're also, and this is also a very fun one, the vapors themselves are also toxic, and burning methanol causes the methanol to vaporize, leading to toxic fumes, even if nothing toxic is on fire outside the methanol itself. It is the most cursed chemical I have ever had to work with. In chemistry, we had to work with methanol as a solvent for something. I think we were extracting chlorophyll out of plants, and for some reason we had to pick our own solvents. I was violently against the idea of using methanol, but the professor, not doctor, was like, well, you should probably use methanol though, because it's like the easiest solvent for this. Fine, we used methanol. We had a very near incident. I'll just say it like this. We had a very close incident where someone moved their Bunsen burner closer to us, and it almost would have lit on fire. I very quickly moved it away. Because I know that methanol is a piece of shit to work with. In many ways. And I personally don't have calluses that are thick enough to be chemical resistant yet, so Yeah, I am not going to be risking that the way the professor would. He just fucking grabbed a plastic cup of the stuff and just walked around. No gloves, no protection, no nothing. I understand he's been working there long, but it's a bad example to set. Just fucking manhandling a plastic cup of methanol. Because look, if someone else spills it, yeah, you can drink some alcohol to fix it, and I guess nobody would realistically in our class complain, because a lot of them are too stupid to realize that's not exactly a good solution. Nah, chat, we're doing this. Watch this. Stay low, they can't hit us. We're gonna bully this F-86. Y'all ready for this? I love how he's warning me. Missile! Oh no! Look, if we stay low enough, the missiles can't consistently hit us. Watch this shit. Staying low. I hate people who hide on the runway, so I've practiced this. Yep, missiles can't turn fast enough. Watch this. Oh. Turn. Can't hit us. Did he disconnect? He fucking disconnected! The little bitch! This is not a prop, this is a jet. What do you mean this is a prop? How is he hiding? You bitch! How did he do that? Okay, chat, genuine question. How did he leave his plane? How? How did he do that? The first time I strafed, he should have been alive. How did he... Chat, unironically, I really want to know, how the fuck did he do that? Where the first time I strafed him, he wasn't there. And then he could come back. What sort of actual hocus pocus did he just do? I don't get it. That actually, my brain is overheating. How did he do that? If that was a feature, I would have loved to have used it in the past. How in the hell did he manage that? Because enemies can shoot your plane even as it just spawns. There's no spawn protection outside of the beginning of the round against friendlies. And those friendlies have to be on the ground. The second you get into the air, that spawn protection is gone. How did he do that? I got so robbed there. That should have been a kill. But no, because War Thunder said nuh-uh. And let me catch up on Twitch, chat. You're a prop. Yeah, not a prop, it's a jet. Right, bye again. Bye, honey. And AAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA I swear to God, if I get robbed like that again, there will be hell to pay. Also, why is this map so common at this BR? Okay, have fun with that, APOG. You get to enjoy possibly the most, like, the largest and most overhyped park that's also really weirdly empty. It's not just me, right? Even if the park is, like, large and has a lot of rides, it's not dense. I don't know how to explain it. Like, compared to other theme parks, it's very full of empty space. Like, my standard for what a well-built or well-planned theme park is one, I think it's in central Germany, called Phantasialand. Yeah. The one I'm talking about, there's like rides touching each other. There's even rides that actually go over other rides. Physically speaking, Europe Park is just 90% empty space in comparison. Yeah, I've been to both. Trust me, go to the one I mentioned and you'll see what I mean. The density is just completely not even on a level. Yeah, that's what I mean. The difference and comparison of, like, density, not even close. It is by far, in my eyes, like the golden standard for what a park should be like. Also, they have some really cool themed rides. I can't remember what it's called. I think it was just called Fly. Has this industrial era British theming around it. It's really cool. Although the queue was so long. But the area they built for it was really sick. And you can see the ride is literally everything there. I mean, yeah, the queues are long. Although, a lot of the rides aren't that popular, even though they're really good. So you can get into them really fast. Because when they add a new ride, everyone queues there. So if you just go to all the other good rides, everyone's not there. And you just get to go on them. With, like, the shortest queues ever. There was this one roller coaster that literally had no queue on it because Fly was recently released as of the time we went there. So we could just go on basically every other ride with at most a 10-minute, 20-minute wait. Not very long for a theme park that is, you know, pretty fucking large when it comes to the amount of stuff it has. Genuinely, just, if you don't have the highest priority be the new ride, you can get on a lot of stuff. Oh, he's diving me. He's running away like a bitch. Oh shit. That's not my fault you managed your time badly. But if Fly was the only one where we had a long wait, I think we had to wait like an hour because, funnily enough, it broke. I think it was a small issue where just some safety wouldn't disengage, which personally I feel like it not turning off is the better option than it not turning on. So I didn't exactly feel too worried about that. They managed to get it fixed. They tested it like once or twice. It ran perfectly fine, and then we could get on. For us, it was an hour because, again, something broke. I hate this. Everyone goes vertical loop. Vertical loop is shit. Quit it! Generally, the only reason that works, it's a stupid maneuver, the only reason it works is because I'm in a slow plane. If I was in something equivalent to a MiG-15, that's a stupid move, you're just bleeding speed. I hate this game so much. Oh my god. Why am I in this plane? Wait, it's an 8.0. That I will agree. A ship breaks a lot. That is the one issue I can agree on. Can I please, for the love of God, get add BR rounds? And please, for the love of God, get a plane that's actually up to speed with everything else. Because this isn't okay. This has to be the most painful BR I've played as Britain, and I mean that. Because I haven't had a single redeeming vehicle yet, and I tried to pick good vehicles on purpose. And I happen to have gotten some of the worst. True, but also Europa Park can kind of get around that because they don't have as many rides. And also they don't make new rides as often. The only one I can think of being a Mercedes sponsorship. Which I think must have been like quadruple checked, because if a sponsored ride broke, I think they'd get in big trouble. Like if you run the same rides every single time, no wonder nothing breaks. But we can agree on the design front of, like, park design and variants of rides. Fantasyland does just beat Europa Park any day. Get away, Saber. Fuck you. Yeah, bitch. Try it again. I brake checked him in the air. And what's funny, he has no way of proving it. Look, to be fair, he was literally riding my fucking tail. Nah. Really? Seriously? To be fair, if he crashed because I brake checked him, I just want to point out, shouldn't have been so fucking close. He was literally tailgating. I wonder if he did that on purpose just because of the name. Yeah, it does, but like, they have... Okay, that's 3 rides. I can't even name a top 5 rides at Fantasyland because I can't remember half of them. Because there's that many things. I remember the Wild West themed area was really cool. They were doing a motorbike show at the time I went last time. It was sick as hell. Like a dirt bike, like a motocross thing. With people doing flips and shit. Shockingly few people showed up. That thing was badass. I don't know why no one was there. I guess it was just because it was the middle, like just at the beginning, or sorry, like the last couple days of the school year, so people are still technically at school in that area. What else was really cool? Genuinely, the big fucking wooden roller coaster? Nobody. The queue was literally 0 people. We just walked straight up to it. We were the only people on the coaster. It was really weird. Like, it's such an unusual feeling in a roller coaster, like 4 wagons, you're the only person there. It's so unnerving. It feels like something's wrong. Because it's just not normal. The fucking Cowboys area thing. The Wild West area had a big wooden roller coaster. How did he snipe the oil tank so precisely? Oh! Shocked we aren't taking engine damage yet. Got him. Let's go. Double kill. Good one. Must have missed that. Hopefully there aren't that many French people there this time. Unironically, actually, it's literally hidden at the back of the park. I think it's because they built the park in the other direction. It used to be the centerpiece. Because I've been twice. The original time, I was much younger. I was around... Actually, younger than APOC. Jesus. And then the second time was my 18th. That ride used to be the highlight of the park. I actually think I have a map of the park still somewhere. But no, I swear that used to be the highlight ride for the whole park. Like their main attraction. And the thing is, the coaster's still really good. Right, we should start limping back, though. Our engine is... Just because it's not died yet doesn't mean it's not in the mood. So we should probably go back. It wasn't my choice, and quite frankly, it could have been worse. I don't exactly have IRL friends, so I genuinely didn't have better plans. And again, a lot of the new coasters are... a little less, you know, kids area and a little more, oh shit, you might snap your fucking neck. But yeah, no, personally was not my choice. Ha, you have no... Cool, good. I said IRL friends. Germans do not make for good friends. You are a good example of such. Y'all stink. That's just the easy way of explaining it. Also, I'm gonna be honest, the average German person of my age is just so annoying. It's all Talons. And quite frankly, I'm okay with not. I'd rather just be alone. Like, I'd rather be alone than with people I dislike. I think that much is reasonable, right? I'm not that scared of being lonely that I'd rather be around people I dislike just to avoid it. I don't understand people being that way. I don't know. I've seen you change over the past couple years, and honestly, there have been very minor improvements as much as I don't think you're aware of them. You've become slightly less of an annoying little shit. Like, you're still a contrarian on purpose, but you're slightly less of one than you used to be. Also, sorry, but I could only hear that in the "You don't know me, Mom, it's not a face" voice. I can't not imagine it in that voice. Very, very funny. I'm not a The irony is so good, I don't even have words for it. Being a contrarian is being somebody who disagrees with everything just to be annoying. I call you a contrarian, and the first thing you say is, "I'm not a contrarian." Please tell me you see the irony in that sentence, because it is hilarious. It is comedy gold. Oh my god. Yeah, totally. You totally don't disagree with everything. Oh my god. Really? You don't see it? Am I the only one noticing this? You attempt to disagree with almost everything. Like, with a majority of things I say. Oh god, okay, off the top of my head? The Challenger being a good tank. Which it was, still is. Don't even argue with me, it has the longest kill record for a fucking reason. Bunch of stuff about Elite, like which my favorite ship is. God. Do you think I memorize every time? Half the time I make an assertion about something or how good something is, you will always say no. I've had conversations about the Challenger and you were like, no, but it's bad because... Look, APOG, do you expect me to write that down? No, don't. It's not worth it, even if... why would you? Yeah, just ignore it anyway. Like, why? How do people fall for that? I still don't understand. Okay, honey, what's the mindset behind not immediately blocking that? I don't get how people get tricked by that. You realize that reporting an account on Steam doesn't guarantee they're gonna get banned or something? Yeah, no, that's the point. Like, there's literally no reason for you to do that. Okay, fair, but yeah, no, don't. If he sends you a Discord link, it's probably a thingy scrubber. Key scrubber, whatever they're called. it'll steal your token scrubber. There. It'll steal your login token and then, yeah, exactly. It's just a way of stealing accounts. Do not. Especially not with your Steam account. There's no account actually worth more money. He now knows we know where he is. But, it's a Horton. Oh, he's taken off, okay. Really? You don't think they're gonna send, I don't know, a very basic Discord scrubber, like Discord token scrubber link? Oh, he's still slow. Of course the F-84. Get over here. Got him! Dude, I got him there. Nice. This plane is still really weird looking to me. Big progress. Let's go. We're about halfway through the stream and we've done about half the research I was missing today. Maybe it'll work out today. Who knows? Just ignore it at that point though. I wish I got more of those scam things. I've been waiting so long. The only ones I ever get are the ones, do you want to buy Twitch viewers when I'm in Twitch chat? Which, those bots don't respond, they just spam the message everywhere. I want one of those that responds, or like some dude behind a computer actively trying to scam. I know the days of of scammers actually being a person on the other end are gone since AI. But I miss those days. Especially, I got a scam call once. One time. And I managed to do the metal bowl wooden spoon trick. For those who don't know, put your phone under the metal bowl and hit it with the spoon. You will give them ear damage. Okay. Thing is, how dumb do you have to be to give them something like that? Besides the point, just don't, ever. Unless you made a throwaway account just to mess with those people. In which case you can do some very funny things. I will say, Steam takes stealing of accounts. Yeah, but no. Steam takes account theft very seriously. If you can prove your account got stolen, they will raise heaven and earth to get it back. It is genuinely shocking how much work Valve are willing to put in just to get someone's account back. As a company, it is, like, very few companies will do what Valve does. It is super impressive. So at least if you do lose your account because you're an idiot, as much as it's difficult, if you can prove to them that it is your account, they will do whatever it fucking takes to get it back. And that's a very, very neat thing. No, but I have heard South Park have been... They hire the FBI to find the guy. You've seen the same meme short. They don't actually, but they figure out who it was, and they actually, I'm pretty sure they hardware banned them from Steam forever. If you have ever stolen an account, you can never, at least on that same system or IP, ever play a game on Steam again. It is a real harsh policy, and I agree with it fully. But, you know, I've been hearing that South Park have just fully turned into political parody recently. Like, not just general parody. They're fully focusing on politics nowadays. And I fucking respect that. But I've heard they've been doing a lot of stuff about ICE. I don't know exactly what, though. Fucking France players. But, you know, it is a really good policy on dealing with scammers and so on. Well, they made ICE raid a Dora the Explorer musical, and then they raided Heaven. Ah, I see. Yeah, no, I don't know what I was expecting. That sounds like South Park. It would be so much funnier if it wasn't actually realistic. Oh, they shot dogs. I mean, of course, it's an American government agency. If they have anything to do with people or guns, they're probably going to shoot animals. Because apparently US government agencies don't know the idea of, hey, just because we're raiding something doesn't mean we have to shoot everything that moves. Oh, imagine. Imagine I hit that. That would have been the cleanest shit ever. Oh, god damn it. How is it always me? Hello, turn? Turn! Roll, you fat fucker. You only lost a wingtip. Now pull up! Right, we're limping. We're limping, but we can make it. The only things we lost are our wingtip and our left control surface. I have landed planes in much worse quality than this. Ooh, turning that way is sketchy, though. On flies is because the bullet is bigger. Exactly. Let's all be happy they don't use 22 long rifle submachine guns, or there'd be fucking 22 bullets everywhere. In everything. Right. This is not going to be a very fun landing. I hope y'all are aware. This is going to be a massive pain in the ass. Especially because we need to lower our speed, but the lower our speed, the less stability we have. And we can't really... We can't slow down enough. We need to slow down like this, otherwise our landing gears are gonna break, but belly landings are not really safe enough anymore. Hit the brakes! Oh god. Ooh, shit in hell and goddamn, oh my god. We landed her. That was not a very pleasant one. It's not the worst ever? That was rough. Jesus, that was fucking scary. We did it! We're on the ground. Well, this is a... 1, 2, 3... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is gonna be rough. Like, this is gonna be bad. We're screwed, essentially. Especially because I'm on the forwards airfield. I am so about to get strafed by an enemy. No, from what you can see, ICE is the Gestapo. It's not even hidden at that point, that's all they are. They'd rename them to that if they could, but they can't because then people would notice. How would a different loadout possibly... Wait. Wait, is that what the guy was doing? He kept ejecting? That was scary. But no, was he just ejecting over and over again every time I was about to spook him? Oh my god. That's so bullshit. Yeah. No, I get what you mean, obviously. It really... How long does it possibly take if you don't shoot the dog to raid a house versus if you do? Like, there's no way that saves enough time to make it a worthwhile choice. Nice, okay. It is a... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's a 6v6. It's an 8v6. I can't count.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Oh, he's trying to turn fight. Oh, thank fuck, he's stupid. Never mind, he's taking it vertical. Well, he's still stupid, but not as stupid. Bitch. Oh, you're dead. Fuck off. That is genuine bullshit that you can do that. Not saying you're lying, I'm saying that it shouldn't be a thing. Hit. Turning again. That was a bad shot. Why would I even try that? Can't fucking see him very well. Camo actually worked. Can't see shit no more. Well, there go two. I shall go now. Because your planet needs you. Why did you phrase it like that, child? But yeah, no, that's two down. Of which one of theirs is a bomber. We, however, lost one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we lost 2, they lost 2. It's a good trade. But preferred we lost 1 or 0, cheaply, but it works. Actually, cannon ammo. Yeah, okay, we need to go reload. But you know, oh wait, music cut out. That's why it's so fucking quiet. This is how you land if you have no fucking time. Landing gears now? Oh, of course. Okay. Keep the nose off the ground. You don't want the nose touching. Good. If your nose touches the ground, it counts as possibly being able to kill the pilot. Recent change. Very stupid. I don't like that over there. Okay, he's going away. Good. 2 enemy aircraft over there. 1 over there. Up, 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 up. Go, 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 go. Fighting our bomber. Okay, that's not great. Our meteor is over there fighting their MiG-15 and F-86. If he can hold out, I might be able to help him. Fuck the flaps. Our IL-28 is down. There's a trio over there. Yeah, I had a feeling that's how that was gonna go. In that case, we're going over here. Because they're gonna come over here, aren't they? I'm last. One v one me, bitch. Nah, fight me. Quit being a pussy. Go for it. He keeps going that way. I can use the airfield anti-air as a benefit for me. Keep running. Trust me, turn fight here is not the right choice. We're very close to the airfield. If we get over here, now there's missiles after him. Try me. F-86? Nah. You all know where I am. Fire, anti-airs. Come on, he's right there. Got him. I tricked him into it. Let's go. He got fucking booped. I got him to climb high enough. Nice one, dumbass. How did that work? That won't count as a kill for me, but he did die, and he was trying to fight me. So I'll take that. Should we probably get repaired? We'll be fine. Look, okay? We're losing this anyway. There's still 5 other enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are not winning this. The fact we managed to fucking bamboozle that saber into getting himself Rolanded is really funny. He completely forgot that those would happen if he went too high, didn't he? The only reason they didn't hit him earlier is purely because he was out of range. Bit of a stupid decision here, but I don't want to fly back there right now. We're gonna land on the forward airfield.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Alright, and now we bleed speed by turning. Here, landing gear's coming down. We do not use guns, because those are easy to spot. Eh, fuck it, we can get away with it. Now we wait to be at around this part, which usually takes the longest, and you can use the guns to slow down a lot faster. How much time does the round have left? 4 minutes 25. We might actually be able to get at least one more kill before this ends. I do have zero clue, though, where the enemy team is or what they're in. I know there's definitely another F-86. One's an F-86, one's a MiG-15, and one's an F-2. You're gonna go eat a rock. What? Why are you gonna eat a rock? What type of rock? Gonna lick a Himalayan salt lamp? I don't know what you mean by eat a rock. Like a giant sugar crystal? That's not really a rock. What? Okay, what type of rock? Like, are we... No salt lamp in sight. Okay. Oh god, okay, that was a bit of an aggressive takeoff, but we don't really have a choice, do we? What? What? It sent, but it didn't send. Sandstone. Why are you eating sandstone? Cedric, what's wrong with you? That was a good round, though. We got a lot of research. 100,000 silver lions. Yay! That's actually not bad, honestly, with how expensive jets get. Look at the price tag for an 8.3. Cha-ching, 300,000 plus 86k. Top tier jets? Yeah, no, I can barely afford that, so we're gonna be struggling on Silver Lions for a while. Not a fun stage, where you can't afford anything. I'm very close to starting to research faster than I get money. It's not very good, because I don't get money very fast. But no, Cedric, why? Why sandstone? Sandstone bad. No eat. There's better types of stone. Have you ever tried kidneys? Sorry, that was a dumb joke. Tasty kidney stone. Although there are worse stones. Gallbladder stones are massive. You ever seen a gallbladder stone? Looks like an ostrich egg. I think that's what it is. Let me check. Yeah, gallstones. Yeah, they get big boys. You can get very unlucky and you'll get one that literally fills the entire space of the gallbladder, which at that point, I don't know how you survive that, I'm gonna be honest. Nah, no, gallbladder stones can get to about that big. It's not a very fun image, so I'm not going to show that on stream, but they can get around the size of an ostrich egg. Biggest one recorded is 6 point something kilograms. That's a big fucking rock. Remember, gallstones aren't that dense, so a 6 kilogram gallstone is pretty fucking large. Jesus, holy shit, yeah, that's pretty fucking massive. That has to... They had to have gotten that out in an autopsy. You can't get that out of a living human, right? Like, there's no way you get that out while someone's alive. That weighs more than a baby. Do you know what's the worst part of streaming ARB though? I can't do any of the standard things that I'd do as a boredom activity while preparing. I'd usually be watching some shit on my phone while I wait to get to altitude and then... But no, like this, I kind of just have to do a fully manual, boring takeoff. But yeah, no, the size of stones that can grow in the human body is really interesting. There's actually a type of kidney stone that you can't physically pee out, and it's because it fills the... I don't know if you know the structure of the inside of a kidney, but it has kind of branches. And there's kidney stones that can grow to fill the entire interior space of a kidney. They're actually really interesting because of the shape, but again, that's a surgical removal. You cannot get that out by peeing, shockingly. You can't fit a whole kidney through your urethra, shockingly. Oh yeah, I have to publish the War Thunder ARB playlist. Because the thing is, in ground, listening to music, inadvisable. Maybe quietly, but not a great idea. In air... there's really not much to listen to. You're just kind of waiting. Like, I'm sitting back in my chair. I'm not even close to my keyboard. There's nothing to do. It's just real boring. I'm losing brain function. I will just say, I'm thinking, as background music, at some point for YouTube, I know what my background music is going to be for YouTube. It's the TF2 soundtrack. TF2's soundtrack is a masterpiece, can represent any emotion I need it to, and is just so good. TF2's... like, did you know TF2 has an over 1 hour long soundtrack for a game where you only hear it in the menus? And after a round ends, and there's an hour of music made for the game. I just think that's really cool, and all of it is masterful. Genuine orchestra quality stuff. Why does he have forwards facing guns? What the hell? Excuse me? Excuse me? How? How did he do that? He sniped my pilot! What the fuck? 800 meters away. Bullshit. Actual shenanigans. But still a kill. We get research. But yeah, no. Saddest plane I've ever played. This thing, I haven't played in rounds, I've only test flown it. This thing kicks ass. It's so much faster. Like, hold on, we're gonna do a comparison, right? I'm gonna pull out the Vampire. Just to make a comparison. And we'll see how fast I'm going by the time I reach the end of the runway, we'll say, right? So I'll be looking straight down, and when the nose passes the end of the runway, we'll mark what speed we're going, right? So, by the end of the runway, we have reached 480, let's say, right? Right. Return to hang. Did I not press it? Am I stupid? I swear I pressed it. Okay, anyway. Right, next up, the Venom. And you might say, oh, but it's 0.7 of a BR higher. Yeah, but this is not a fast plane for its BR. It's just, this is the speed of fast planes from the other BR. Right, now we look down. By the way, point to your nose. Same amount of guns, though. We shot, so we actually slowed ourselves down. And by the end of the runway, I actually don't think it's going to look that different, but it flies different. Oh, no, it is. 550, approximate. And the thing is, this turns and maintains most of that speed. Like, this thing turns miraculously well. And it gets that speed so easily. The Venom is so much better than the Vampire, it's not even fair to compare. Also, this skin is cool, isn't it? Got like Cthulhu, like Kraken monster here. Other Eldritch monster on the bottom. Very neat. This thing is just so much better. It gets up to speed rapidly. Its top end acceleration is actually decent. It can catch a MiG-15. Isn't that wild? I only dreamed of doing this in the Vampire. This thing does. And it pulls harder! How is this thing so much better? It's more maneuverable and faster. Like, this turning circle is not okay! How are you gonna let a plane do this? This sustained turn is wild. The only reason it's this large is because our pilot keeps falling asleep. This thing makes no fucking sense to me. Like, look at this maneuver. What the hell is this doing? And how did it bleed so little fucking... I don't get it. Genuinely, the Vampire is a great plane, but it's at the wrong godforsaken BR, and I've mentioned it too much. I'm gonna stop molding about the Vampire. I somehow spaded. But genuinely, just no one get it as if you're looking for a plane to grind a BR, and don't pick a Vampire. This thing is not even close as well. This thing is way better. Let's leave the queue for a second so I can show. This is the Sea Vixen. It's an ugly bastard, but missiles, radar, fast, turning. It's almost like it's a functional aircraft. Can anyone tell that I have been very, very angry about having to play the Vampire to get it spaded? It says it's faster than the Meteor. That is bullshit. That is actually a lie. I think its wing break speed is higher. I've never seen it reach that speed. I have never in my life been able to take the Vampire to a speed near 800. Climbing as high as it could, I think I barely touched that speed, but it doesn't maintain it in level flight, so it's not its top speed. Dive speed doesn't fucking count. absolute BS. We're gonna hope for a good round here. Please. Please. I want the Swift. I want the 30mm Aiden cannons. I want a top speed of about 900 and something. I want to actually reach that speed. I want swept wings. I'm tired of the straight ones. That poor fucker. He has no idea what he's got himself into. That guy might have a good round. I'm gonna have an okay round. The vampire, shit. The meteor, okay. Actually, he's got a better meteor than me, so he's gonna do better. So many British planes. It's actually really rare to see a lineup with that many Brits. There we go. 105. I will just say I gave up on modding the sound pack for War Thunder. It was too much of a pain in the ass. However, I am definitely going to have to find Thingy. I'm going to need to get those 3D models for War Thunder. Either that, or I'm going to have to relearn 3D modeling and make cartoon-style models for all the tanks. Or stylized versions. Because I really, and I mean it really, fucking want to be able to do that intro. The intro. Cedric knows. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to spoil video details. But I'm working on a video script right now. And the intro looks like it's going to be so much fun. But I'm going to either need people who can voice act well enough to fill in one line. Or I'm just going to have to go with the original voice lines and just use the tanks as stand-ins. Which I probably will. Just to make the video a little easier to understand. However, editing it down is going to be difficult because I need the voice lines without the backing track. If I want to do that. It should be good. However, I'm not sure I'm going to go with that idea yet. So I might go with the first idea, which is a little simpler, but I still need good models for a bunch of these vehicles and so on. It's pain. And I'm also going to need help recording stuff in-game and out-of-game. It's a whole project. Like, when I say I'm working on a project, for once, it's not like, oh, he's just doing, like, 2 things. No. Project is project. Project means something that will take hours and hours, tens, hundreds of hours of work. This is going to be a big production. The only fear is over-investing into it. So I'm tempted to chuck out a couple of lazy ones to start with. So that then over time, as people show up, I can afford to spend more and more time on bigger and bigger projects. Because right now, I'm not sure it's a good idea to do a full fucking SFM skit. Oh my god, where did he come from? How did he get so fast? It's a Saber. The Saber worries me way more. I know that thing's capabilities. Shit. We turn, I guess? No, F-86 is doing corkscrew. Turn to face the MiG. F-86 on my ass. Turn. We out-turn him. Come on. Turn. I hate my life. Of course the gun was aiming down when he flew over. I fucking hate it. The issue isn't finding people who are willing to. It's... Okay. The voices for the thing that I'm going to be referencing are real specific. For the first original idea, I already have somebody who might actually work, Cedric. We'll have to see whose works better. It's not like a personal preference. Yeah, I want it to sound good. I have somebody else who might be able to do it perfectly. So I'm going to compare whose turns out better, because I just need one that's as accurate as possible. Yeah, I have somebody... Okay. Context being Shuji. You know Shuji from Linton's community? We did a test. He might actually be the perfect voice for the first idea. He might actually... He has a good recording setup and everything, too. Sushi. Yeah, Sushi. But no, you know, he's got a good recording setup and everything. So I think I'm going to go with that idea first. The issue is I need to get a bunch of 3D assets from Doom. And I know those exist, but I don't know where the fuck to find them. When I find all those assets, though, I'm gonna have to do some very basic animating, which is not something I've ever actually tried, so that's gonna be fun. 3D, not 2D. I think it's gonna be possible. It's gonna be a very difficult thing. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Why are they here? You know what? I have nothing to say to that. No, the okay, why is he here, though? Why is the bomber here? The oh, bad weather? Thunderclouds, bad weather. Had to spawn down here. Poor fucker. That is so ugly with how the guns are. I'm sorry, but whose idea was the gun in the middle? Do you really need the third gun? Yeah, but the thing is, at top tier, it makes more sense, funnily enough. Because it's a meme. This isn't really a meme, this is just stupid. Like, top tier in and of itself is kind of funny. Because it's top tier. Bringing a reserve plane to 8.0 is just dumb. Because this is by far the best PR for killing stuff like that. I've seen biplanes kill stuff at higher BRs because the stuff at higher BRs kind of ignores the biplane or forgets how well they turn. At this BR, everyone still remembers, and you're not going to do much. Like, this is the peak. This and the BR after it are the peak of gun-based jets. Everything after this is missiles, everything before this is props, but this is the sweet spot for jets with guns. I know, I brought a Spitfire to top tier once with Lee, and I got shot down both times. Like, we played 2 rounds, I got shot down immediately twice. Actually, we did 3 rounds. I survived for a while in 1, and I think I managed to clip one of the planes because he went in for a turn fight and lost. Yeah, no, obviously, no one cared. It's funny. Why would you care about losing to... I think it was something Chinese? When you're in a fucking Spitfire. Like, caring would be the stupid thing to do. You're not winning that. It's not a close fight. Why do you care? There's no reason to be mad if there was never a chance. Oh, he's trying to get the MiG. By the time I turn around, somebody else is going to be on him. I wish it wasn't so, because that would have been so free. I think I got an assist and that was it, but honestly, the fact I got an assist, I'm still proud of. Wait, how do you go 21 kilometers an hour? Like, even, like, it... Okay, to build a plane capable of flying at that low of a speed... Okay, actually, common misconception I'm gonna clear up. Biplanes do not have a lower takeoff speed. Don't know why people believe that to be true. Having a biplane design does not make it easier to fly at low speed, or provide more lift. Biplanes, because of all the sticks and stuff that you have to use to connect the wings, actually have a lower amount of lift per wing surface than just a monoplane. So my question is, how the hell were you going 21 kilometers an hour? Were you on the ground still? If so, what plane takes so long that it reaches the end of the runway going 21? Like, how'd this happen? What went wrong, Cedric? Apparently everything. Probably misremembered. I'd hope so. I'm gonna hope you're going like 121, maybe. By your estimation, your biplane was in the air. Or almost in the air. Yeah, I will agree. But no, by your recollection, you're implying that you could sprint. Yeah, 21 is a brisk run, not even a sprint. For most people, 21 is just running. Hence my confusion of how the fuck you could fly at that speed. "21 kilometers an hour? How slow are you on a bike?" Yeah, I used to ride a bike to school. I know the speeds on bikes. Average, not my average. Okay, if we ignore the geriatrics and the kids with stabilizers, it's not 21. If we look at the average speed of a normal person cycling, it's probably like 25, maybe more, maybe less. Probably a bit more, actually. 25 to 26 is what I assume is average for most. Fair, yeah, 25, yeah. You can still like, if you really want to, you can run at 21. With difficulty, but you can. Actually, no, 21's like a sprint. So, yeah, you still can't take off at a sprint. Unless you are that one very specifically modified Cessna, which could take off at... I don't even know how low of a speed it was. Yeah, it was a specifically modified... Hold on. 9 feet 5 inches was the shortest takeoff run. It's a super modified aircraft with almost literally just a wire frame. In headwinds. It was also the shortest landing. Takeoff distance of 14 feet 7 inches and a landing distance of 10.5. Oh, hold on. I'm confused. It's short. I didn't find the wiki page, but hold on. It's called there as a home-built aircraft. There, I have DM'd you a link to the Wikipedia page of the plane. Literally anything not deemed necessary is not on the aircraft. It weighs about 367 kilograms loaded. and makes 120 horsepower. Its stall speed is 20 miles an hour. That's actually really impressive. It is an ultra... No, it's an ultralight. Come on. Put out the fire. Why are you spinning so much, damn it? God damn it. I hate this so much. Genuinely, air is horrible at times. Okay, yeah, it is not an ultralight, but it is still a light aircraft of sorts. The question is then, what is a short takeoff record for an ultralight? 0? Just goes up. I will say the takeoff on that plane is really weird looking because it just goes meep. Like it doesn't really go along the runway; it just kind of goes up. It almost looks like a Harrier doing a short takeoff, which I think we're gonna end the stream on this at about 2.5 hours this time. I am running out of patience very quickly. But no, hold on. I just want to show... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to have to land for this. You might say, why did you do a vertical landing? Vertical landings are difficult. Ow. So our stall speed is a lot lower than I thought it was. This bitch slammed. I still find it funny. Wait. They modeled the Harrier wrong. It has a lower stall speed than I expected, okay? It's a fat boy. But no, the Harrier is modeled wrong. What the fuck? But watch the nozzles down there, right? I can't see them, okay. Watch the nozzle. It ends perfectly vertically. That's not the maximum angle! Excuse me? No. No wonder that maneuver hasn't fucking worked every time I try it. That's not how the plane works. The nozzles can tilt slightly beyond straight down so that it can slow down horizontally. It doesn't stop there. So you should be able to do rapid braking maneuvers by the nozzle going too far forward, but it's not modeled in-game. Anyway, what I mean by a short takeoff and a Harrier looks kind of similar is this. That's what it looks like it did. I've tried that maneuver so many times. Because when you put these into full forwards... Oh, now it does it! What? What? So it randomly decides whether or not it will go all the way forwards. Yeah, now they're going all the way, see? So it'll only do it in the air? That feels mildly fucking stupid. I don't know why they'd model it like that, but whatever. Scan them. Lock. Please lock it. I like this. You can use your radar to guide IR missiles. Like, you can lock a target you're not actually head on with. No way. Oh, no fucking shot. Yeah, no, that... No way was very obvious there. Whoop! See, that's a different matter. Goodbye. Missiles. Genuinely can't wait to unlock them myself. But right, we have 3 viewers. We're gonna do a raid today. Who are we raiding? I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna figure it out this time. For once, I am the one checking. By the way, Twitch have consistently still been making their app worse. I don't have any raid targets. Shit. Okay. Chat, do you have any raid targets? I was hoping to find someone myself, but no one I follow is live. Tenma? Tenma's live. You're not... Honey, you don't stream. We're raiding Tenma. Right. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next stream. Hopefully. I do have some ideas for stuff to stream. So hopefully there'll be a good one. Yeah, see you guys on Tuesday, and bye-bye.